Erik Menendez, one of the two brothers convicted in the shocking 1989 murders of their wealthy parents, is now facing a serious medical crisis while behind bars. His attorney has confirmed that Erik is currently hospitalized and being treated for what's described as a serious medical condition. Although exact medical details remain private, several sources close to the situation have reported that Erik is dealing with complications related to kidney stones. He has already undergone 2 surgeries and is expected to have a third very soon. This health emergency comes at a critical time for Erik. His parole hearing is scheduled for August, and his legal team is urgently requesting that he be granted a temporary medical release. The goal is to allow him to recover properly and work directly with his legal and parole team in preparation for that hearing. His lawyer has emphasized that the timing is crucial. Without proper care and access to legal counsel during this time, Erik may not be in the best position to defend himself during the hearing. Erik and his brother Lyle were sentenced to life without the possibility of parole in the 1990s for the brutal killings of their parents, Jose and Kitty Menendez. The case became one of the most widely followed crime stories of that decade, not just because of the gruesome nature of the murders, but also because of the wealth, status, and complexity of the family involved. The brothers claimed they acted in self-defense after years of physical, emotional, and sexual abuse by their father. Prosecutors, however, argued that the motive was greed and that the murders were premeditated acts to gain access to their parents' fortune. In a significant turn of events, the brothers were resentenced in May under California's youthful offender law. This law takes into account the age of offenders at the time of the crime and allows for parole eligibility after a certain number of years served. Because both Erik and Lyle were under 25 when the crime happened, the law made them eligible for parole after serving more than 3 decades in prison. Erik's parole hearing is now set for late August, and the outcome could drastically change the course of his life. Adding to the complexity of the case, a judge has also ordered a re-examination of the brothers' original convictions. This new review is based on additional evidence that supports their long-standing claims of abuse by their father. Over 20 family members have come forward to publicly support the brothers' release, stating they believe the two have served enough time and that the circumstances of the crime deserve deeper consideration. Erik's wife has posted updates about his condition, saying that while the surgeries have been successful, his recovery has been difficult. He's reportedly experiencing nausea and pain and remains under close observation. For now, Erik continues to receive treatment in a medical facility within the prison system, but his team argues that his condition would be better managed in a hospital outside of prison walls. There's also growing public interest in the case again, largely driven by recent documentaries and dramatizations that have aired on popular streaming platforms. These shows have sparked debate about whether the original trial gave enough weight to the abuse claims and whether the brothers received a fair sentence based on today's understanding of trauma and its effects. The California governor could ultimately play a key role in what happens next. If the parole board decides in Erik's favor, the governor will have the authority to approve, deny, or modify that decision. While the governor hasn't commented in detail, he has previously said that he will wait to see the outcome of the board's recommendation before making a final call. For now, Erik's future remains uncertain. His health condition adds a new level of urgency to a case that already carried decades of emotional weight, legal complexity, and public scrutiny. His legal team, his family, and a growing number of supporters are all watching closely as the next few weeks unfold, hoping for a decision that considers not just the crime, but also the person Erik has become after more than 30 years behind bars.